Sis, some of the foods that we grew up loving are the reason that our goals feel so far away. And it's not our parents' fault because they didn't know what we know now about nutrition. But if we really want to break the cycle, we have to start unlearning some of the things that we learned about food. Hey fitness besties, I'm Jamie Alexander, a certified online fitness trainer, the CEO and founder of the Elite Transformation Accountability Program, and I really want to dive into a topic that I feel holds a lot of us back. Okay, let's dive in. So growing up, so much of our love, connection, and culture is centered around food. Like I'm thinking soul food, I'm thinking what comes to mind is Sunday dinners. I'm from New Orleans, so we eat. I'm thinking Mardi Gras. Like I'm thinking suppers and crawfish bowls. All the things that I grew up with, the things that I loved growing up, and the things that helped my family, help us bond as a family, right? When I really think about the nutritional piece, right, now that I know, and I've studied this and I have certifications in this, that food is really not what we need. And not to say that it's bad and we never should have this, right? Because I truly believe in balance. And this is what I share with my clients. I really believe there's a time and a place. And it's okay to, like, if I go home now, which I'm going home like the next week, I'm excited. So I fly back to New Orleans, and if I want to go out and eat with my mom and we eat the normal gumbo and the normal food that I grew up on, that's not going to hurt me. It's all about balance. But if that's something that, and not saying gumbo's bad, but if that's something that I'm eating all the time, the fried food, the deep fried, the heavy salt, heavy seasoning, the boils with all the seasoning and the stuff that's killing my arteries, that's not good for me, right? And so a lot of us, we didn't know. Like our parents didn't know because it was given to them from their parents, and it's just how it's gone. But when I sit back and I really think about how we're eating, and I go back home and I'm visiting, I'm watching, I don't eat pork. There's things I don't eat at all anymore. And it's because, God, I really believe when you know better, you do better. And since I know better now, I can't. And so my kids, I teach them the exact same. But a lot of us have to unlearn those behaviors, which can be very, very hard. And I'm watching that with a lot of my clients. And the nutrition piece, and I've said in videos before, that nutrition is queen. Nutrition is king, honestly. Nutrition is king, your workouts are queen. And so nutrition is such a huge piece of not only the healthy journey, but if you want your body to look a certain way, nutrition plays a major role in that. And so our diet and some of those learned behaviors, we have to unlearn to move forward. So this isn't about blame, it's about awareness of choice moving forward, right? So when you think about why do we eat like this? Because I sometimes sit down and I'm just like, how did this start? Like how, So the cultural traditions around food, fried food, sugary drinks, bread heavy meals. We have very limited access to nutrition education in a lot of our communities. And we have a huge emotional connection to food. That's like how we cope with it. There's a lot of emotional eating. There's a lot of celebratory. Like when we celebrate, we're going to eat and we're going to eat good. It's the culture. So now I want to talk about the impact on your goals. Okay, the impact of this food on your goals. So the lack of protein, it hinders your fat loss. It hinders muscle development. The sugary food and sugary meals, it messes with your mood. It messes with your energy levels. It messes with your hormones. So if you've been wondering why the scale won't move, why you feel like you don't have any energy, the lack of energy, why your body won't change, I want you to take a second and really look at what's on your plate. It plays a huge role in your results. Okay, so now I want to give you a game plan to unlearn and relearn. And this is powerful. We've all had to do this. I had to do this. It took me a while. I was fighting against it. It took me a while. But now I'm in a really good place. I'm really big on meal prep. That has been the game changer for me to really sit and think about the meals that I want to eat for the week, prep them, plan them and prep them, right? And then so now, like when I finish recording this, for instance, I'm going to run and grab my lunch, eat my lunch. I don't have to think about it because I'm hungry. I don't have to be like, okay, I don't have any food here. I'm going to run to go get some fast food. I have my meals that's going to properly nourish my body here, taken care of. Okay, that's a big piece of it. So number one, awareness first. It's really important to know what we're eating. Because sometimes we don't think. We just grab my troubles. But we just grab when we're hungry, we eat. If you're fixing your kids' food, you might snack and eat a lot of the chips or whatever it is that you're doing, but you have to be aware of what you're eating. So for 3 days, I want you to write down everything that you eat for 3 days. Number 2, protein at every meal. I want you to learn the importance of protein for fat loss, for muscle building. Like, it's a game changer, y'all. My specific goal, personal goal, is to have at least 30 grams of protein per meal. Now, of course, I get more as I'm building muscle, but I have to, it's a staple. I have to have at least 30 grams for breakfast, 30 grams for lunch, and 30 grams for dinner. And then my snacks need to be, like, my protein snack is actually a Greek yogurt, and that's 30 grams of protein. Number 3, this is a big one. We're going to upgrade but not erase, okay? I want you to keep the flavors that you love. So for instance, we're going to take out those sugary drinks and we're going to add infused water. Okay, we're going to upgrade. We're going to not fry. Instead, we're going to bake. We're going to find seasonings without excess salt, right? So my mom has this really good one. So you can season your meat very, very well, and then she puts her salt on after, so you can actually see how much salt you're putting on. Really important. Number 4, the portion and plate method, really important. So I want you to try to fill up on veggies, right? So half your plate, veggies. A quarter of your plate, protein, and the other quarter, carbs. Okay, now I go into greater detail with my clients where we use our hands, because our hands are custom for us. Like, the amount of healthy fats we should have should be our thumb size. Like, we go into detail. We're going to start small right now though, okay? So half your plate veggies, a quarter of your plate protein, the other quarter of your plate is going to be carbs. Number 5, community and accountability. Surround yourself with other women in the same mindset. This is why, and I call my ladies my Thrive Tribe. Love them, okay? But this is why it's so important to be around community, because literally, so all of my clients are in my app, and you can see first thing in the morning, I wake up, I'm looking at my phone, and I can see my girls. Now, I do have an overnight nurse that's on my program. So you'll see 1 o'clock in the morning, she's walking or she's getting her workout in. But 5 o'clock in the morning, a lot of them like to work out. 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. And I'm just waking up to bring my kids to school. I'm like, let me get on it. Like, let me get it. So the accountability, the mindset of women that's trying to do the exact same thing that you're doing is powerful. There's power in numbers. So this is about more than just fitting into jeans, okay? So this is, to me, this is how we I know we always focus on creating generational wealth, right? Generational wealth, but this is how we break those habits, break those cycles. This is generational health, not generational wealth, generational health, right? And so we can teach our nieces and our daughters and our nephews and our sons how to honor our traditions, but still take care of their bodies, because you can do both. You can absolutely do both. This is how we make sure that we're able to live out our purpose. We're here to live out our purpose, right? We have the energy to do it. We have the vitality. We live long. We live healthy lives. And that's truly all I want. So this message is near and dear to my heart, because not only do I see it so much, right? With family, with friends and people I love, but I actually had a really close friend to pass, and it's been about a year and a half now, and she's young. I'm speaking like 41, 42. She was a wife. She was a mother, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soul. To know her is to love her, literally. And it was lifestyle. It was like literally always eating out because we worked together. So I would see, always eating out. A lot of salty foods, always on the weekends, going out, we're drinking with our friends, we're partying, we're eating out still. And I think it's one of those things where we just didn't know any better. It's how we were raised, that kind of thing. And so that's why I really want to put this video out, because I really feel like with our culture, a lot of us do not know. We do not know. Like, our food is literally energy. And so when you think about, we should be properly nourishing our bodies. We should be eating for energy. Instead, we eat for the taste. And of course, I want my food to be good. So don't get me wrong. I want my food to taste good, but I want my food to give me energy. I want my food to nourish my body. I don't want the food that I'm eating to literally be killing me, like clogging my arteries, giving me high cholesterol because of the salt content, because of the sugar, like eating away at my brain, like all the things that the food that we're like the processed food that we eat does. So I really want to get this message out there. It really hits home, and I just hope it's received well. Y'all take care. So if this hit home for you, I want you to subscribe, of course, because I'm here every Monday trying to drop some new fitness tips to help us to thrive. That's it. I just want us to thrive. But if you want a more step-by-step approach, and if you're really ready to understand the healthy lifestyle, to change your life, to change it in just to be your healthiest best self. And when you do that, you're going to need someone to kind of guide you through. I want you to click the link and check out my Elite Transformation Accountability Program. I created this for the busy, high-performing woman to show her really to take all the hard part out, right? As far as like, what kind of workout should I be doing to hit my goals? What should I be eating? Like macros, what's that? What are my macros? My stress is high. What do I do? I literally have a step-by-step guide to make it as easy as possible for you, because I know how busy you are. I need you to be that boss that you are, to run your business, to be the doctor, whatever your profession is. And then I take on the health part. I literally give you the meal plans. I teach you macros. I create the custom workouts to have your body looking the way you want it to look. I give you tips to help you to create these healthy habits, to keep your stress low, to drink more water, all the things. But if you are interested, click the link and you can sign up for a free consultation where I talk through trying to understand where you are and give you a game plan to get you to where you want to be. Okay? I drop new videos every Monday and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Take care.